What's good, people? Back again with another video. Let's not hesitate, let's get straight into it. So I've got a little 12-week transformation video for you. A little bit of backstory. As you know, we were in a lockdown a few months back because of this whole COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, like everybody else, was nowhere near as active, was just eating whatever and whenever I felt like. Snacking was a big part of my daily routine, and the weight started creeping up and kind of got away from me a little bit. So from the start of this transformation, so week 1, I was tipping the scales at, I think, if I remember rightly, about 87 kilos or so. 86, 87, I think it was 87 if I remember rightly. So as you can see from the picture, your boy is looking proper tubby. Look at that belly, man. I've got a little Buddha belly going on, man. That's just not a good look. So yeah, you know, you can just see I'm carrying a lot of weight, particularly around my midsection. This is where I carry a lot of my weight. A lot of men generally tend to carry a lot of their weight around their midsection. If you look just kind of around the shoulders, it's just not very well defined. Well, there's virtually no definition around my shoulders. Overall, you can just see I just look really tubby. I'm just carrying a lot of fat. Look at the back. Again, it's almost like one flat shape. You know, there isn't really that V shape that you would kind of like to have, where you kind of start off broad at the shoulders and it kind of tapers in as it kind of comes down towards your waist. And again, just look very kind of soft and fluffy. Moving on to the 6-week mark. I set myself up so I would lose a certain amount of weight in 12 weeks. And again, as you can see here, I lost quite a lot of fat here. Stomach's shrunk right the way down. Again, I'm still looking quite soft and fluffy, but again, you can see a little bit more definition if you squint. Yeah, your boy got a hell of a tan though. Check out them tan lines. My back is starting to come into shape a little bit more. Not massively, but it just looks a little bit better. A little bit more definition around the shoulders and transfer, nothing significant. The main thing is the belly is more or less gone. I look a lot more normal, so to speak, you know, for me. And 12 weeks. Now, again, this isn't a huge change, I'll be honest. I was anticipating a greater difference. I'll explain as to why in a moment, but so at the 12-week mark, way more definition in comparison to the first week. You can actually see abs now. More definition around the traps. Again, a little bit more definition around the shoulders and the arms. The back, again, starting to get more of that kind of V shape. It's not looking as flat as it was from that first week. So yeah, so in this video I also want to talk about the different processes you'll kind of go through, or what the process will look like as you're going forward. Oh yeah, before I forget, so before I go into that, part of the reason why I didn't see as much progress as I did. So I ended up, so week 1 started off at about 87 kilos. That halfway, that's about 6 weeks, it was about 82, I think, if I remember rightly. And on the 12 weeks, it was 79, or just under 79 or something. So the reason why, or part of the reason why the weight loss started to slow down towards that second half of the 12 weeks is that was round about the time the gyms opened up. And for those that don't know, I actually herniated a disc in my back months ago. My back's much better now, but I still have my moments periodically. I might wake up first thing in the morning and my back just feels a bit funny. If I'm sitting down for too long, it can sometimes give me problems a little bit. Likewise, if I'm on my feet for too long, it can sometimes give me problems. Cut a bit of a long story short, I kind of had a bit of a twinge in my back, deadlifting. It wasn't super heavy. It was just me trying to get back into the swing of things. And I was just trying to progress and trying to put my back under more tension and just get it used to weight training again. So yeah, I set my back off, and because of it, obviously it affected my training. I was a lot more sedentary. And yeah, so it just kind of, it got in the way a little bit. So, which was a bit of a shame because I was making good progress. So I was hoping to kind of get to, the goal was to lose about 10 kilos basically within that 12 weeks. So I wanted to end up somewhere around 76 kilos, 77 at like a bare minimum. 75 kilos would have been cool. But I was aiming for about 76 kilos by the end of that 12 weeks. Didn't quite reach it, so I got to about 79. So I've still got more work to do. No big deal. I should hopefully be able to get there in a few weeks. My back's feeling a bit better now, so I can kind of up the intensity again. Not too much, obviously, but I can kind of up the intensity again with the training. So yeah, that's part of the reason why progress for me this time around kind of slowed down a little bit. So if I could give you the breakdown of the 12 weeks, the first half I was just doing daily HIIT workouts at home because the gyms are still shut at this point. Didn't have any access to weights. I haven't got any equipment here at home. So I was just doing daily HIIT workouts. I'd average about 5 sessions a week. I was making more of an effort to get my steps in. So every like 30 minutes, every hour, I'd go for like a 20-30 minute walk just to help get my steps in. That really went a long way actually. It's one factor that's very much overlooked. Just getting your steps in and just trying to be a bit more active throughout your day. And then the second half was more so weights. So what I ended up doing was dropping the HIIT cardio, which I really regretted doing actually. I said to myself I was going to try and incorporate it here and there when the gyms opened up, but I never did. Yeah, that second 6-week period was when the gyms opened up and I was back in the gym, lifting the weights and whatever, but obviously I set my back off again. And yeah, that's when the progress ultimately kind of slowed down a little bit. But yeah, the process. So what you are probably going to kind of experience and kind of go through should you look to go on this particular journey. So to start with, you're excited, you've got this new challenge ahead of you, cool. That first week is probably going to run really smoothly, it'll probably be really easy. The reason for that, the reason why I say this is because it's something new. It's something fresh, it's a new challenge, you're excited and you want to attack it head on. You probably won't have too many issues in the first week. The real problem will start in the second week because when that second week kicks in, the cravings and the temptations are definitely present. They were present in the first week, but like I said, you're running on a bit of a high and you're excited and you wanna give it everything you've got. But you soon kind of lose that high after the first week. And in the second week, you kind of start questioning yourself like, oh, do I really want to be doing this? Is it worth it? I'm hungry. Oh, let me just have one. It becomes a bit tricky. But during that second week, and I'd say no longer than the 4th week, during that period of time, it is absolutely crucial that you are as strict as possible, that you are as consistent as you possibly can be. The reason why is that period of time, that is the time that you are developing the new habit. And once you can get past that time frame, that habit is more than likely going to be cemented into your lifestyle. I don't want to say like fully for the long term, but it is very much going to be cementing your lifestyle to a point where it more or less becomes like a day-to-day norm for you. So what you'll find after that kind of 4th week is you won't really feel hungry. The cravings are very minimal. You won't really find yourself feeling as tempted to kind of cheat with your nutrition. And likewise with the training as well. It's more or less become your kind of day-to-day routine. So if you can survive that first 4 weeks, you're more or less in the clear. I'm not saying to become complacent or think the job is done, but it's definitely much easier and bearable after that point. You may find maybe around 6-8 week mark potentially, you may find your weight loss, I don't want to say it will plateau, but it might start to slow down. The thing to do there, you don't want to panic. Don't think to drop your calories more than what you already have. Because remember, the weight is still coming down, so you're technically still in a deficit. So to drop the calories any lower than what they've already been dropped down to probably isn't going to be the best option going forward. You'll probably be in Your calories will probably be way too low, you'll probably be in too big of a deficit. It'll just be too hard to maintain for an extended period of time. What you may need to do is up the activity levels. Maybe that means getting more steps in, increasing the intensity of your workouts, maybe adding in another session or two. You have to remember this isn't like a one size fits all. It all just depends on what your program consists of. This is just something to kind of be mindful of what you may experience. Like I said, part of the reason why my weight loss slowed down, yes, it was my back, but I could have made more of an effort to get more steps in. And my back hurt, although my back was giving me problems. What I found was I was kind of starting to develop bad habits of getting comfortable and getting lazy, and oh, it's my back and I should probably rest it, and oh, I don't really fancy getting up, and it can be very easy to kind of slip into those old habits again. If you do find your weight loss starting to slow down a little bit, don't panic. It's very much part of the process. It's to be expected. It's the same thing when you first start weight training. When you first start, you're getting stronger by the day. But as the weeks start to go on, that progress starts to slow down a little bit. Again, don't panic. It just means you need to make some adjustments and keep going forward. Yeah, I think that's the, in as far as what you'll kind of experience going through it, I don't really think it needs to be broken down much more than that. So yeah, still got a little bit more work to do. I'll probably stop once I get to that, like I said, that kind of 76 kilo mark, which hopefully shouldn't take me long, should only take me a few weeks really. Yeah, so I'll probably do a bit of an update once I've done that. Because I've been lean before, but the last time I was that lean, or the last time I was like really lean, I actually kind of done it on accident. My weight came down, I think it came down to like low 70s. I can't remember exactly what it was. I should be able to dig those pictures out somewhere actually. If I manage to dig them out, I'll put like a couple pictures in the video, but of what I looked like before. But yeah, I don't want to be quite that lean, because that's just long. That's just a lot of effort, and it's just not really necessary. You know, if I get down to like 75, 76 kilos, it's better for me, it's much more manageable, and it's easier to kind of maintain and stay consistent with. So yeah, once I do that, I'll give a little bit of an update, show you what I look like and that. Yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about. I'll probably make another video on like the pros and the cons of cutting and bulking, and depending on where your body is at currently, what you probably should do going forward. But yeah, I just wanted to give kind of a rough idea of what a kind of 6-12 week transformation actually looks like. You can see a lot of progress. You can see a lot of change within 6 weeks, within 12 weeks. It all depends on you. So yeah, I think we'll wrap the video up there. I'll leave a link in the description below to my website, and you can have access to the HIIT workouts that I was doing myself whilst I was at home during the lockdown. You can give it a go yourself. Any questions, I'll leave my email down below as well. Hope you liked the video. Thank you for taking the time to watch it. If you did enjoy it, leave it a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do, people, and I shall see you in the next video. Take care.